Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a wonderful 1v1 on Road to Tunis, and the West stands Arrogance is like basically the best thing I can come up with here. Arrogance is a barrel to survival, but that's obviously as a name a bit I think two of the twisters. We just could call him Arrogance. And these that is RedxWings, the reddest wings fighting for the German army. Deutschland, here with the 21st Panzer Division. During Tutorial Pioneer Kettenkrat opening versus a triple Pathfinder opening here out of Arrogance. So definitely been seeing a rise, of course, in Pathfinder builds out of the Americans. Particularly after the 30 cal buff, since the Pathfinders work quite well with buff machine guns. But yeah, RedxWings opening is always definitely something spicy there. Heavily focused both on capturing points, but also getting a lot of fuel fast. So I imagine that's going to be a fast tech, but will it be into, say, fast 2-to-1s or something else? We'll have to see. So either way, as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps immensely with keeping the YouTube algorithms in my favour. Fourth Pathfinder squad here for Arrogance. There you go, first shots finally of Pioneers being engaged with American Pathfinders. Obviously a bit of a lopsided fight there. And of course, actual Pioneers, well of course, if they were sort of designated for assault tactics or missions were equipped with P40s, spot on average, they would actually just been equipped like Grenadiers, meaning Kar-90Ks and, you know, like a machine gun. So, little fun fact there. Pioneers going to flank around here. Fourth Pioneer squad ready. Or Pathfinder squad ready here for Arrogance. Weapon support center. Infantry company there for RedxWings. He's definitely getting a bit more fuel to go here already than his opponent. And there you go. Pioneers descending upon the Pathfinders. Quickly falls on the way there with the MP40s. The machine and pistol in 40. In the south, Pioneers also probing ahead here. And further south, Pathfinders basically. RedxWings with an MG42. And Arrogance there with a 30 cal. So both sides, obviously, bit of an emphasis on just gaining as much territory. Of course, Arrogance has the advantage. His Pathfinders are fairly decent at combat. RedxWings, Pioneers, and certainly his Kettenkrat are not.
Seized! Readying for counterattack! Resources captured.
Except, RedxWings obviously is aiming for something. A bit in terms of fast play there. And there you go, Kettenkrat swooping towards the southern field here. If we'd upgrade the communication cables earlier, we could probably grab some stuff faster. So far, a lot of maneuvering here. Pioneers hiding out in the houses. The Pathfinders lay down heavy fire. Alright, Bob. I need you to actually aim for once. Just try. Further south here, Pioneers as the Pathfinders. Kettenkrat's almost got the fuel pond there. Rendered neutral. Machining gewehr setting up here. Medical station there. We do get RedxWings for the fast Luftwaffe company, so I'm guessing we are very much looking at a 2-to-1 here being rushed out, or maybe even Wirbelwinds if RedxWings is feeling extra spicy.
Counter-aim gears looking for easy targets.
North here, Pioneers, and there you go, Pathfinders with the utility package, but doesn't just offer flares and smoke, it also in their case offers rough grenades. And there you go, 30 covers the MD42, getting absolutely sawed down because while it does gain a significant damage reduction bonus, it only applies when it's set up, and of course it gains even more with its Veteran to 1 bonus when in cover, and just gets a flat damage reduction bonus of Veteran 3, meaning a Veteran 30 cal set up in cover can be really difficult to deal with. But even like just one regularly set up, they can actually survive a bound grenade if we land it perfectly.
A capture point is being overrun.
There you go, airdrop into paratroopers, going straight for the cod pump. We do have RedxWings there with the 2-to-1, the Leichter Schützen Panzerwagen, committing his Aufklärungsabteilung to meet the American menace as the 82nd Airborne push forwards in the name of freedom, democracy, and liberty. So there you go, 82nd Airborne there landing on the cutoff with their M1 carbines, which is a fun fact, was actually designed for rear echelon troops as a self-defense weapon, basically figuring a carbine was safer to give them than the pistol because it's a lot harder to shoot yourself in the foot with a carbine, roughly. But it turns out it was fairly popular with, more elite units. So, fun fact there. Meanwhile, going for the cutoff from the Kettenkrat, no communication cables. We do have the 2-to-1 out here for RedxWings. There's a lot of action in machines set up in the center as well. Pioneers dashing forwards. No infantry yet here for RedxWings, though. And there you go, bazooka team here. Oh, bazooka's being upgraded for Arrogance's paratroopers here is airborne.
Victory point lost.
But they quickly fall back in the face of the 2-1. The lighter Schützenpanzerwagen. I do think RedxWings should get some infantry out soon here. Some Jaegers could be a good option. I suppose if it's really curious, you could go for like Fallschirmjägers.
Territory sector lost.
Sneak up on that fuel point again. Still no communication cables there. There you go. Pathfinder's pushed off here. They did manage to damage the fuel cache a fair bit there. And we got another armored car for RedxWings. Mechanized upgrade there. 4 Arrogance could indicate anti-tank half-tracks. Try and maybe counter these 2-1s here as RedxWings goes hard in here on the armored cars. Zooming through here. And gaining veterans 1 there. And there you go, Paratrooper trying to defend the field point here from German encroachment, striking at those crap pioneers. Armored car withdrawing. And he's fixed up the fuel cache.
Scout car available for reconnaissance.
More. Oh, we actually get some info out of RedxWings. So this is the Jaegers. We got the second 2-1 ready. Machine gun left here on the cutoff point. It's bold, but it's also risky. Like a good flank with some grenades could definitely leave, you know, RedxWings machine gun in a really, really bad position and quickly wiped. Jaeger slowly ramming 30 cal moving in here.
Territory sector lost.
Yeah, unit heavy covers then before we got the third cal flanking it. Yeah, that is pretty much a retreat here. Will he try for a grenade in the retreat path? Can he manage it?
Confirmed. Light
No, he doesn't try. And there you go. We get an S-Tank half-track here for Arrogance to match his opponent's armored vehicles.
We have been cut off.
Yeah, after they got buffed, there's definitely been a surge in them, and we do get RedxWings here with Mechanized, allowing his armored cars to seize points. You know, we got the Jaegers out here with the G43s. The North Africa had likely to have been G41s or captured semi-automatics like the S5040 or 38, which were actually fairly popular amongst German troops. So the SS, by the way, had a big thing on the Eastern Front, just grabbing any automatics they get on their hands on and just discarding any, like, you know, bolt actions. Fun fact. Pioneers sneaking forwards. So will he keep up this fight? Oh, there we go. Nice smoke grenade here, blocking the Americans' line of sight. And there you go, around with the anti-tank half-track ready to blast Germans and their vehicles. The RedxWings is definitely going for a very highly mobile strategy here with all these armored cars. Will he go for the Achtrad here? Will he go for the Stug D and the Starsturm? We'll have to see. I mean, you never know with RedxWings. You might think one is the obvious answer, but then he just, you know, pulls a complete 180 on you and just goes for the something else entirely. But there you go, Flag 30 here for the RedxWings and the German army. The Flieger up there, Kanone 30. Map control those down to encounter some issues with the Bravo and tank half track. But for the cutoff point here, not going in RedxWings' favour either. 21st Panzer Division is feeling the heat here out of the Americans. And there you go, Pound Punch spent with MD32. Flag 30 almost done. And there you go, we finally got the communication cables upgrade for the Kettenkrad.
Flak gun ready.
Medic bunker, Flag 30.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
And we do get the repair upgrade there for the light vehicles. The armored cars can repair each other or themselves. And other vehicles are not tanks. There you go, catching the Pathfinder C. Breaking the part of heavy flak fire. And we got another paratroop dropping in a northern field point there.
Enemy forces have secured all victory
So much going on, that's for sure. There you go, going for that fuel cache again. Push, Jürgen, push! I'm the only one pushing! Because you're the one with the biggest teeth and the ugliest claws! But they're wearing uniforms! How can that be true then? Yeah, have you seen our uniforms? They don't exactly actually match. Which actually is the truth, like, well, there's this sense like, you know, the German army, like, you know, really matched in terms of uniforms. They were actually a bit of a mess there throughout most of the war because they never could produce enough. So in many cases, Germans would like, you know, have a variety of uniforms sort of mixed together, various, you know, makes and such. Fun fact. Same with camouflage, particularly as the war went on.
Our territory is exposed. We must
there you go, yeah, he's getting pumped here by the flak The anti-tank half-track here in the south. Pathfinder spotted right here with the 221. Pioneers nearby. RedxWings really feeling the heat now with additional paratroopers. He is starting to like hit back again. His own lack of infantry somewhat crippling him. And leaving him a bit less able to fight back.
Alarm. Sector overrun.
Like 30, of course, also in need of some healing reinforcements. Getting crowd of Etchy too. Very nice. Some mines attempted, and we got bazooka teams well now here for Arrogance, clearly indicating his distaste for RedxWings' light vehicles antics. One of those patrols equipped with the Browning light machine guns. RedxWings really seem like his map control just kind of vanished between his fingers there, as his opponent responded to him. There you go, Flak 30 round on the scene, pushing back those paratroopers. What about that gets in terms of veterans victory bonus? Extra damage, range, and health at veterans of 3. It's kind of nasty. And just more health rate to find such. Too big. South side, Pathfinder's going for the Pioneers. Almost got this on the field point. Center there. Flak 30 moving quite boldly here for RedxWings, honestly. Very risky since the Flak 30 can struggle to get out there safely due to lacking a gun shield. The crew is very exposed on it, so you generally want to be careful about playing this thing aggressively entirely. Like, he can so quickly get wiped if you're not careful with it. While definitely getting packs a punch, the risk is also like very much associated with it. Up north here, the bazooka team caught by the machine gun armor cars could try and go into like maybe clean them out of range here, though of course it's going to be risky there. Flak 30 managed to escape here for RedxWings, very good luck, but there's still not a lot in his line of in front of it to like really screen it. And we got the Predators going for it. 30 cal that could be in trouble down just poor Bob there, manning the machine gun. Anti-tank have to go after the armored cars. Flak 30 is about to get wiped out. Stinging blow to RedxWings. So many engagements, so many battles. At least RedxWings did go for more infantry, which is a plus. And he's got a lot of fuel here. I mean, he could basically try and take up him, rush ahead, or go for a build. He's about to lose his fuel cache. Oh, there we go. RedxWings, of course, being too slow to get in. He gives Arrogance the opportunity to go for the south charge here and destroy RedxWings Flak 30. So again, very risky with them. When you always kind of want to show it's supported by an infantry team, because again, they can quickly get cleared out by infantry or anything else. Machine gun directly taken out of a strike out on the anti-tank half track. Quite the blow there to RedxWings. So that's several losses there. Of course, you can at least recruit that for now, but the Flak 30 is not as easily replaced, obviously. That does represent a more significant blow here to him. And there you go, South charge again here. Arrogance, absolutely big on South charges. Managed to get out there and then pops back in. Half-track rushing in, bazooka team sticking forward. So much going on here. And the south here, armored cars are setting upon a lone Pathfinder team here.
You have 3 command points at your disposal.
There you go, RedxWings moving straight in for the Panzer Company and tank depot as well there for Arrogance. Difference is, thanks to that fuel cache and everything else, RedxWings does have a bit of fuel. You would say go for a fast Panzer 4 here or Sturm Panzer out of it. Whereas for Arrogance, it's going to take a bit longer to get his tanks going. Of course, to compensate for that, he just has a larger force overall, so he's not too bothered in that sense. And there you go, RedxWings Pioneers desperately trying to fix the fuel cache, but it's too late. It is gone. Big push up north here, paratroopers, engineers. And there you go, dashing ahead for Deutschland. Panzer Company ready to go for the Panther 4 right away. Could of course also go for the Sturm Panzer. And he does go for the Sturm Panzer 4. Jaeger's attacking forward here. Only to get suppressed quite aggressively. We got both pairs got up on the northern fuel point. Right, which once more finding his map control, they're slipping through his fingers. And the Sturmpanzer is almost done. Back here, enforcing healing. Almost got the Pathfinders. Predators are being suppressed. Sturmpanzer's ready. Anything have to go for the armored car here. Right, he's definitely finding map control there to stick between his fingers now much faster than previously. Sturmpanzer that's wrapped should give him cause a big boost in firepower. Pathfinder's lining up. And Anti-Tank after scoring some hits in the machine gun already against Sturmpanzer on the move. Decent shot there, utterly obliterates one Pathfinder, causing the rest to very much just break ranks and retreat. Panther 6 up here, Rex course showing some concern there for enemy vehicles and armor. Meanwhile, back here, the tank depot, while up, has yet to like really sprout any fruits there. Panthers and the Stu decoy in here. So he's going to go for that now. He could go for Vespers though. Sturmgewehr assault rifles. A few paths there for him to tread here against Arrogance. A few paths. And there you go. 105 shown here out of Arrogance. Seemingly respond to the Sturmpanzer. There you go. Great pentrick here in the half track. Almost got it there. 2-1 million. Theoretically, if they hit the rear armor, they could maybe take it out. But no, it doesn't happen. Sturmpanzer moving forwards. 30 cal there getting smoked. In the south, lone Bazooka team then engaging the Pioneers. Nice shot there in the 30 cal. RedxWings regaining some momentum. The Sturmpanzer then providing him with some raw strength here to match the Americans. Well, there you go. Almost got one of his Pathfinder squads. Sending entering half track. Target weak point. Unfortunately, targets the weak point of the rocks, which, as it turns out, doesn't exist. Pioneers sitting among Predators with the armored cars and the M42 joining in here, shredding them beneath a torrent of lead, a hailstorm of bullets. Sturmpanzer being kept reserved there. RedxWings with plenty of manpower. Could consider some more Jaegers or Starstorm even. We'll have to see what he does.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
You see the top of the Sherman? Big trouble. Sturmpanzer rolling ahead here. Rolling ahead steadily here in the south. Sherman driving in. Predators going for the southern victory point. Up north, the RedxWings managed to get headway with his Vechi 2 Kettenkrat. Thumbs up to that. But the centre is proving to be a bit more problem here for RedxWings for now. Until, of course, the Sturmpanzer, I guess, gets involved. And there you go. Kettenkrat up north engaged. Almost theoretically had it, but yeah, just his opponent bring up every anti-tank assets just to stop a Kettenkrat. It certainly shows how tired Arrogance was of it. Meanwhile, RedxWings can double up like manpower and fuel build up more and more. Could go for a Panther, I guess. I think at the moment a Panther wouldn't make too much sense.
A capture point is being lost.
Bit of fighting in between here. Pathfinder's also getting some damage in, though nothing that really matters on the armored cars at this point. Jaegers in the face of the Sherman. And it's worth noting now, both squads have been equipped with the Panzerschreck, the Rakettenpanzerbüchse. This was also known as the Offenrohr. Sturmpanzer flanking it back here. Pioneers healing. Medic bank horse just standing silently at ready. RedxWings continue to float more and more manpower. I do think he needs to consider starting to use some of it here. Okay, he's using it on a Panther. He did go for the Panther after all. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. $50 versus their 9 times the kills. Got 264 versus 372. Arrogance continue to build up lead here. We got the Hellcat out front to help you with armor.
Claimed our territory.
There you go, Panzer team going for that anti-tank half-track, trying to snuff it out. And certainly with several Panzer teams out, a Hellcat might be a bit of risk, where Shermans, in particular with upgrading you with improvised armor, can actually shrug off some of it. You can imagine even the Hellcat can, but I don't think it gets as much as a bonus there. Sherman rolling ahead here, Pioneers closing in, getting slammed here further up north. American forces make great progress. Again, RedxWings finding the map control here to be a bit more ephemeral. And there you go, Pioneers obliterated. A stinging hit here from Arrogance. We got Vespa selected, so obviously no Sturmgewehrs wielding a Starstorm out for RedxWings, though certainly no Starstorm overall so far. Even if he arguably could go for them now, he refused not to. There we go, Hellcat going for the 2-1 here. Down it goes. Arrogance really starting to like get some hits in on RedxWings that are hurting. Again, RedxWings flooding resources, in particular manpower like that, hasn't really done him any favor. There you go, we do finally get the Starstorm. Thumbs up. Panthers and paratroopers. Starstorm squad almost done here for RedxWings.
250 points remain for us.
There we go, that's a hell of a hit in the power Phantom taking out. Shock troopers up there, Starstorm. Sherman engaging, Starstorm down to his 4 men. Power Phantom's get taken out here in theory. But I think he's more occupied with the Hellcat. Up north here, Panther with armor card support pushing back the paratroopers in the center. German machine crews putting out a bit of a stubborn defense. But most crucially, we do have those Starstorm out for RedxWings. And the officers' quarters out here for him. For the Panzer Company, which would certainly benefit Panther 4, Panzer 5, the Panther and Sturm, Panzer Plus, the Starstorm. South Starstorm catching the Pathfinders here. Let's get exit up in the building with the Paris, the bazooka team like that, considering how low on health it is. Jaegers out again versus the Hellcats.
Research completed.
And we do have the air reinforcement ability out for Arrogance.
Victory point is under enemy control.
RedxWings really struggling here with map control. Again, Arrogance just keeps squeezing him from all angles, and RedxWings is strong as like, brakes that squeeze. And the Starstorm I do think are a good start towards that, but you do come a bit late here, I feel like. Going on hunting in the south, Sherman escaping paratroopers there quickly also deciding to join in said escape. 239 versus 353. The gap continues to build up between the two sides, RedxWings further falling behind. And we got now Arrogance with another Hellcat. Only further promising complications here for RedxWings and the Germans. Up north, the armor control. We've got the Hellcat. He's going to lose his second armor con. That's going to be another great win here for Arrogance, further compromising RedxWings' ability to control the map in any way and pressure his opponent with any kind of mobility. And the cutoff him hits well there. Further messing up the situation here for RedxWings and Deutschland. Second Hellcat almost done the south here. Jaegers pushing forwards. Machine gunner team joining in the front.
Our Vespa is ready.
And we got a Vespa here for RedxWings. Doing a bit of self-propelled artillery. That one's definitely being a lot more popular after it got buffed. Machine room for that's on the victory point. Kind of risky with the Sherman about here, but I guess RedxWings at this point is managing so many things, he's not probably paying attention to it fully. And we got the Vespa, they're bombarding the center, machine team in trouble, but again, Vetchi 3, heavy carbine, and probably Vetchi's ability bonus as well there, and it just like, gets really tough, can actually like survive, probably even a direct hit fairly well. Even paratroopers, we've got the Stars from the Vetchins 1 here, ripping through the paratroopers. Machine team wiped out.
Let
I
it
managed to
pour
get actually
into
few more
enemy
Jaegers, quite impressive. The Starstorm armor carrying the paratroopers here.
hands. Command points should be assigned when possible.
And the
Commandant,
South fleet dying through the machine they're wiped out.
we have vehicles ready to be deployed.
Situation for RedxWings is certainly looking as tough as ever. As his opponent just keeps running up around all across the map here, and RedxWings is just struggling to like respond and catch up.
Victory for
Large wreck machine, there you go. Jägers with the Panzer track, scoring several hits on that 105 mm Sherman. Note that Panzer tracks typically weren't just handed out to like individual squads. They were typically formed into like, you know, specific tank destroyer teams known as the Panzerzerstörer, which would then do the job. I mean, infantry squads in general just have access to Panzerfaust. Jägers force back, and the ultimate drawing here, we got 207 to 343. We got that Vesper trying to silence the Americans, one way or the other. 32 out Starstorm with hard work, but again, easy line of fire from both the Pathfinders and the Sherman. We got an incendiary barrage or two.
has claimed our sector.
Very nice stuff there. Further giving RedxWings a lot of trouble there to keeping the infantry alive. Another wave of trooping out of RedxWings. Got 207 to 343. And we got air reconnaissance more or less right on the base. And another 105 Sherman here out of Arrogance. He's already got 2 Hellcats, so more 105 Shermans does make sense. Does he have any improvised armor, any upgrades out of the Mechanized Support Center? He does not actually. This is a bit interesting. What does that get in terms of HCP bonuses?
200 points remain. We are losing our
Damage
ground.
reduction, frontal hits, wow, and increased rate of fire. Yeah, just 1/4 of all the damage dealt at just taking off it hits on the front. That is kinda nuts. That is kind of nuts. Asuka team and Pathfinder going for the Panther, hitting several hits to the rear. That's great there for Arrogance. We got machine guns and Sherman Panzers counterattacking, trying to put an end to this, but he's just under so much pressure. Like, Arrogance just keeps attacking from all manner of angles and just keeps up pressure, keeps momentum. And RedxWings is struggling to keep pace with it. Definitely in a tough spot here.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Yeah, because the Sherman's Hellcat rolling in. Arrogance are now full pop cap. Could honestly consider getting some upgrades there for his, armored vehicles. Almost got hit and retreat. Could have theoretically gotten wiped, which would have been a bit tragically hilarious.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Down there getting blasted quite a bit. More engineers out of Arrogance, as he does have a lot of armor he needs repairs. I mean, he can't get the repair engineers out there, but one from his Mechanized Support Center. We may not feel comfortable doing that since they'd had to put them out in the front. Which on a map of this size can definitely feel, I think, very uncomfortable. I don't blame him for not doing that here. There you go. Machine Gun actually might be able to take out the 30 cal here despite several direct hits. Still managed to get out of there, and we get air recons again here out of Arrogance. 182 versus 322. RedxWings filling resources again. Maybe a Panther 4, maybe another Panther. Who knows?
Commandant, we are ready.
That's for anything to change there. There.
Orders?
Don't understand any research that out of Arrogance, I believe. It's got the carbon bombing run, but no improvised armor, nothing.
Enemy points at 300.
182 versus 300. In there go machine gun team, they're getting hammered. Being met very far here in the center west. Build up there continues to got armored sides good for RedxWings, 2 thumbs up, whereas again, his opponent just isn't doing anything.
We have finished the research.
Nothing over there, go Schutzen ready. Thumbs up there to RedxWings. We got 182 to 189. Germans coming in swinging in there for the Starstorm. Fail to get the wipe. Got mines being laid down to try and prevent any easy breakthroughs for the center. Any rush push there, it's out of his opponent. Thumbs up. And there you go, mines. So might get the Pathfinder here. Yes, indeed, ace armored car there. Get the pursuit of the Jaegers. Jaegers with the paratrooper Sturmpanzer moving up. In the south, Germans rolling forwards. Hellcats moving in. Anti-tank half-tick as well here. Machine gun wiped.
Has been destroyed. Initiating countdown.
And there you go. Carpet bombing run. Going straight for the jugular here against RedxWings. Jaegers could be in the danger zone here. I don't think RedxWings has realized it. No, he hasn't. And the Jaegers get absolutely obliterated. A crushing blow there to the Germans. We're seeing them there getting recruited again. Starts from the run. Hellcats charging forwards here. Another Panther away from RedxWings. Sturmpanzer getting flanked. They're trying to deal with some other units. Hell, our Vesper there. Deeply exposed. Mechanized assault activated, but it's nowhere near as powerful as it used to be. So it's not going to provide him with like a massive edge there in this fight here. Oh no. Panther down.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
I repeat, Panther down. Sturmpanzer is ultra chop. Vesper gone.
Out of action. No contact.
This is turning into a complete mess here for RedxWings.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
His
point.
units are getting crushed left, right,
The enemy
and
is striking
center.
at our infantry company.
And that is definitely it here for RedxWings. He does have another Panther out, but how much he can use against all this that his opponent's got against him, I do not know. Almost got the Sherman there, though there's still another one to go. More crucial, there's Hellcats about as well, and the anti-tank half-track. 181 to 198. RedxWings has been able to close the gap a bit there, but at a pretty significant cost. Well, proved to be a bit difficult to get back from. And there you go, target weak point here out of the anti-tank half-track.
Ability is ready.
Pretty much putting a Panther there on the fritz until he gets like out of that debuff there. Meanwhile, Paratroopers Pathfinder's moving ahead here. 168 to 198.
Take his position. Fight.
Far up north here, Paratroopers pushing in. An armored car diving around here.
Sector
Another 100 farmers shown here out of Arrogance.
MG-42 and crew ready.
A moment of sort of quiet.
Fixed. Now get back.
150 to 198.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
But really, this is not the great RedxWings. Got the stars we catching the paratroopers.
Sector lost.
And we got machine grenade of the paratroopers. These armored car getting on the fun. Or briefly.
Sector now under
138
enemy
was
control.
108. And we got the fuel point outside of RedxWing space being seized as well
Machine gun crew.
by Arrogance. Machining Gewehr team on the move.
Keep your hands. Engage the Panther.
Territory sector
Panther
lost.
rolling ahead here. 120 on 98. 97 is 81. Comparatively up here at cover. But they're getting assailed here. RedxWings is putting an end to it. At least he's trying to. Hellcat's going full support, but the Sherman's Panther could be in trouble. Could be in a lot of trouble here. And there, already down to half health. It has eventually 2, but I don't think it'll help enough here. Hellcats keep at it. We got abilities popped here as well. And there we go. Panther down. That was the second Panther, and he doesn't have the resource to get out another one anytime soon. At this point, it does very much look like GG for RedxWings, short of divine intervention. At this stage, I mean, the gap between the two is massive. He's got, you know, 3 times more units than RedxWings does. What the hell could even look like SC3? Oh boy. No accuracy penalty when moving. Good God. Plus, no more on the high rate of fire and increased penetration.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
Grab the ammo.
Jaeger's almost
We
done.
have 75 points remaining.
More Pantrix on the way. RedxWings still keeps finding. He keeps
Enemy has
believing
claimed our territory for their
in
own.
victory. Good as Vaterland. Dustman advancing. Jaeger's advancing. Heavy fire there being rained down from the Shermans. Stars there popping. The Stars Assault.
Points remain for us. You must do
Yeah, the
something.
30 cal, despite that, is taking no real damage from it while it's still set up there. There you go. Blend curve, though, proves to be the seemingly magic spice needed there to have a chance. Oh, we do get rapid repairs there now out of Arrogance, but that is about it. Jaeger's almost getting slammed out of existence there by the Shermans. Somehow they're holding on those Jaegers. Got the Hellcat. That is a win for RedxWings, but it's down to just 25 points left.
Emergency evacuations.
And he just lost one of his Jaeger squads again. Still has got his armored car alive, which is actually kind of impressive. Considering what else he's lost in the process. There you go. RedxWings halts the bleeding. Cancels the apocalypse. But there you go. Goes GG in the end. And that it is over. A brutal back and forth fight here in the end. I think partly RedxWings just failed because they didn't have enough infantry initially. At least it didn't follow up enough, I think, with enough infantry. But also just, you know, strong strategy, just able to, like, apply a lot of pressure. And RedxWings just lacks somebody with it. Doesn't help. I think at times he just flowed a bit of resource when he probably could have been more active with some choices. And I think the first Panther wasn't the ideal choice either. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Legion. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.